Howdy partners. So we lurch slowly towards the Daystar and we have to activate the greenhouse slowly. Just doing one side today. Clear the cobwebs out a bit. Greenhouse has held up well this winter. Not a drop of water been coming in, which is good. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to dig up a bit here, loosen off the earth a bit. Put in a bit of fresh earth, fresh compost. I'm just putting the blinds down because I'm intending to sow a bit of spinach today. I'll just dig this in a bit here. Well, it says on the seed packet of that spinach to start putting it out first beginning of March, but what is it now, middle of February, so I think I'll be able to get away with putting it in the greenhouse because there's not like a nice fresh crop of spinach in April. Baby spinach kind of feels like it revitalises your body. Probably needs a bit of water in there because it's all pretty dry looking. So I haven't watered it over the winter at all. That's why I didn't bother. I could have done this year really because we haven't really had a frost, but that's why I didn't bother to try and keep it going in winter because I get too much problem with condensation in here. And as it's a wooden greenhouse, not good to have condensation when you've got wood in the greenhouse. So I've just thought it might not be a bad idea to dig in a bit of this natural fertiliser here. It's bones and blood and God knows what in there. Might as well just dig a bit in, can't do any harm. It might take a little while to release the nutrients, but that's good as well. Only trouble is with it stinks a bit. So I usually do this most years, well I've always done it in fact, use this bit here for the early spring what do they call it, spinach. I always forget the name of spinach. And usually just stir fry it because it's so young and tender and it takes a couple of seconds to cook. And then you get the most out of the greenhouse because when it's time to plant in other stuff towards the end of May, the end of April, then the spinach is done then. And so just about maximising the small amount of space in it. So the greenhouse has become quite a little YouTube star. It's almost got 500,000 hits now. And according to the analytics, it's earned $258 in advertising money. That's alright. But some of the comments I get on this greenhouse video, they're so stupid. The most common one is because this greenhouse video, there's a few videos I made about making the greenhouse, but I put all the videos together of building it into a sort of 5-minute compilation, and So many people say, that took you more than 5 minutes to build. That's a deceptive title. That took more than 5 minutes. I just think, what are some of these people on? Yeah, it's a real nice little earner, the greenhouse video. Always gets about 20,000 hits a month. And that goes up in summer as well. And but like I say, you get some really weird comments. And I've said in all the videos, God knows how many times, that one of the reasons I built it is because I got all the glass free. People keep saying, it must be nice being a millionaire building that greenhouse. I say, well, the glass was free, I got the wood for nothing, the only thing I paid for is the nails. And even the now the YouTube money, that's paid for the nails as well. So the greenhouse is a bit like one of those perpetual motion machines, because earns its money which pays for the soil and stuff in here, and you get the added bonus of the produce. So it's a win-win situation, and I'm really glad I built it. And I recommend anyone to build a greenhouse and film yourself building it and put it on YouTube and watch your viewing figures, because most of the people who watch it are Americans. And when the gardening season starts and everyone thinks, oh yeah, I'll think about building a greenhouse, they all go to YouTube and tap it in, greenhouse, and there you go, building a greenhouse. Right, what we're going to do now is put 140 litres of generic soil in there. It's like not the best stuff from the garden centre, but the own brand stuff, and that'll be enough for the lettuces, the spinach to grow. So I'm going to cut the bags open quite carefully, because waste not, want not. I want to use these bags for spuds later, and they don't seem to be available here, those potato bags that you seem to get everywhere else. It's too radical, I think, planting potatoes in bags here. So I'll cut them open nicely, and then I can use these bags for planting some spuds in. And I have to make sure the cat stays out now, because that's paradise for the cats, that is. I'll just scatter some of the spinach there. Matador is the brand, or the species, whatever it's called. I hope they're still alright, because it's they're from last year, but should be okay, I reckon. So it all starts again. I haven't really had a winter this year. Like, knowing my luck now that I'm sowing these seeds, it'll get cold, but today's, well, it's 9 degrees in here, about 4 outside, and that's cold. It's been much warmer recently. Something real archaic about doing the seeding. Husband of the land. Some people say you should grow it in rows, but I just let that whole thing get covered in. And the good thing about that sort of biological animal dung type thing is that it doesn't hurt the seeds. If you get some, so those little blue balls or something like that can burn the seeds. It's too harsh for the seedlings. But because that that dung's a natural product, the roots can handle it. It's not as concentrated. So I've lost my little sprinkler caps for the watering can, so I'll have to just see if this works now. That's me just about done for today. Getting dark now. Well, half an hour it'll be dark. And let's just hope it don't get really frosty. And it's such a nice thing when those little first green shoots start coming out. Have a great day.